Hello and welcome back to Rougefx. Today we are going over GU. This is going to be a late New York session for me. Before we go ahead and get started, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, because we do aim to post consistently, and ring that post notification bell, stay updated on all our videos. As you can see, we caught a decent supply zone or supply area within this to an extent. I believe unmitigated wick. However, it did have a bit of an extension, right? So obviously we can definitely correct that. And at this point, it probably, or I'm not gonna say it probably, but we can just say it insinuates as an imbalance being rebalanced and then continuing to lower pricing and or internal range liquidity. If I am able to just, I guess you could say, scale out real quick, show you how I kind of, came up with our overall bias, right? So on the 4 hour, it was a bit, I want to say, ambiguous to a certain extent because obviously we did take out sell side as well as buy side. So, whether price were to stop right here and continue higher, or whether price were to continue higher altogether off of this retest, it is just important to realize that the confirmation entries or confirmation signals are that important to where you don't necessarily have to guess. It takes the ambiguity out of it. It takes and in a sense, the stress out of it. Understanding that you are, with the trend, understanding that your highs in this case are protected, understanding that to the left we do have internal range liquidity in a pretty decent trend line and or rejection block. We do have what seems to be a 3 count formation being rated, and then obviously that structural high being rated because, of course, that structural high would lead to what overall slanted lows. I'm sorry, slanted highs. Price gave us, that liquidity grab or liquidity raid. We have a imbalance or break of structure as well as choach as well as a break of structure retest. A decent, fair value or to an extent premium pricing right there. Price continued lower. We ended up providing another choach as well as a lower time frame break of structure. We retested. Price failed to break an overall low in this case and continued higher. Ended up retesting. It was a pretty decent confirmation entry, if I honestly must. Price definitely continues lower. At this point, price is definitely headed towards, to an extent, internal range liquidity, which happened to be what? Well, we definitely have a trend line right here. We also have some slanted lows right here. And if we stretch this out, we have a pretty decent POI, right? Not necessarily POI, but if you want to take this unmitigated wick as a bit of a demand area or support, it would just make that much more sense. Going back into obviously the lower time frame, which again, I want to reiterate that time frames do not matter. The fact that you are looking for time frames is you basically assuming you don't know how to do the strategy, because the strategy is definitely universal. This pattern is definitely universal, whether we're on the 4 hour, whether on the 30 minute. I don't include the time frames because I could say we're on the 4 hour making 400 pips every position, and that would be false. Obviously, that would be false as accusations. I could say we're on the 1 minute and we're making 40 pips a move, and again, that would still be false accusations. It's really just to take the confusion out of it. And if you're over here looking for pips or in general money, you'll have the wrong mindset, right? Why do you have the wrong mindset? Because while you're looking for pips or actual profits, I'm looking for percentages, right? So obviously we secured 10% plus 4, dang near 5%, plus 7%, plus another dang near 4%, equating to over 26%. Can you see my logic? The fact that I do not, mention a time frame is literally to help you that much more, help you understand that I can literally be on any time frame making the same, not the same amount of profits, but the same percentages, or if that much, like greater percentages. Obviously, we haven't even, finished our trading window. However, I set a partials, I set an overall take profit, and, it just takes that discipline to, be able to say, okay, I'm done. Because what's pretty much saying that price won't, react off this support, continue higher. At that point, these positions I definitely took are irrelevant, right? So again, it's just, using your better judgment, and also, using, the years, the months, of experience to enhance your overall trading performance. As you can see, price, obviously performed our bearish trend, reversed, took out internal range liquidity, being this inducement to the left and continued lower. However, we definitely failed to break this low, which is fine. This is why we have a partial. This is why we have a overall take profit. That's probably in most cases less than what usually would anyone would settle for, which obviously would be what and think of the logic of imagine me holding all these positions all the way down here and price reverses maybe 50% of the way, maybe 75. I mean, it's very much a possibility price can retrace 100% and then you lose all those profits. You need to be smart in this game. You need to think ahead in this game, and that is what I will teach you in our subscription based membership. If you are interested, I do have a link in the description below. It's going to be to our Discord domain waiting room. I am offering two trading plans, or two, plans in general, right? We have the basic plan and then we have the rogue plan, right? So the basic, you will have access to a pro trader, obviously one on one. They will be paid for because again, nothing is free. However, you will have someone with equipped knowledge to help develop your skill, or I guess you could say skill set over time. However, with the Rogue membership, you will have access to our trading community as well as plethora of trading content. You will have access to psychology, risk management, Forex in general, education. You will build a relationship with someone who actually does this, someone who is very knowledgeable, and obviously with that, you will be associating with a very powerful individual, right? And it's just something to take advantage of because this offer doesn't come every day, especially with people who are struggling, even with maybe an ICT course or maybe flags or pretty much just different courses that are very much, I mean, I don't even want to say advanced. They're really just complex for no reason, right? I don't think anything of this video was too difficult to understand, as well as my trading course was too difficult to understand at all. Before we go ahead and end this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, because one, it is free. Two, it only just means that you can stay updated on all our videos. And don't forget to hit that post notification bell because we do aim to post consistently. I thank you for all the love and support. I thank you for the questions down in the comments below. Be sure to share this video with just about anyone who's looking for a decent strategy that's not all too complex and doesn't take too much brain power to kind of understand or comprehend. I want to reiterate, we are in the digital age. We don't necessarily have to leave our house to make money anymore. As you can see, we pulled a decent percentage within one obviously trading session and late New York trading session. So this is going to be obviously a rather short trading session. I do thank you guys for tuning in every day. Until next time on Jody FX, y'all have an amazing day.